I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying to me.
When you told us those things, they are not true, and we can prove it. That your early morning accounting of what happened isn't accurate, and we want to understand why. I just want to understand.
I don't know.
Just like Danielle was able to tell us why she fibbed a little on her statement was because she didn't want to implicate you in driving with suspended license, and we can understand that. But here I've got a missing teenager, and the last person to have seen her.
Right.
How are you doing? You guys need to get drink water, do anything? I know we have a fountain here.
Oh, okay.
I was just, I was drawing.
Yeah, she said everything.
Trust me, lighting's wrong.
Everything in text is bad. And personally, she didn't like my signature. Well, you're the best signature I have.
I thought it was very. Hey?
Yeah.
Good talking to you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, well, how old do you think he is?
34.
And child. He's just a child girl. I was like, no way.
Yeah, it's funny. He and I actually met. How you doing? Mark. You can just call me Mark. It's special agent here.
I go by Bobby, but
Cool.
it's Robert.
Yeah.
I hate Robert.
He and I had actually met, because I grew up on Merritt Island, born and raised there. We met when we were in high school, just kind of intersected. And then we got hired at FDLE at the same time. And we were in the academy, we actually roommated together. And I'm looking at, I'm like, we were talking about, and he said he worked on Merritt Island. I said, I knew you from the theater and all. And yeah, it's a small world, though. That was, you're talking 35 years.
Were you born and raised here, too?
Oh, yeah.
Really? There's not very many people.
Yeah, I'm one of about 3 in the whole state, yeah. My dad was an engineer out at the Space Center.
No way.
Yeah, so.
He probably knows, my ex-wife's grandfather worked at NASA for.
What was his name?
His name is, Eddie Futch.
I know some Futches from Rhode Island, yes I do. One of them became a trooper, he was roughly.
Yes, that's the son, I believe.
Yes.
That's Eddie's son.
Yes, I know him.
I'm not too.
I know the Futches, yeah, I'm a Merritt Island guy, I'm telling you, man.
Eddie is a great guy, great guy. I still talk to him now, even though me and the ex ain't been together a long time. But he's a really good. He got screwed by NASA.
Did he?
Big time. They did the whole roll your money over to the retirement.
Yeah.
He lost everything.
Oh, gosh.
Everything. He has a reverse mortgage on his home now.
Oh, that's
He can live there till he passes away, but that's
Now, was he with Lockheed, do you know, or was it?
I can't remember what exactly he did. Like, I went out there, he took me out there with him and everything right before he retired.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm a contractor and I'm a union carpenter.
Sure.
We built the new office building out there.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly. I still hang out there quite all my friends grew up there, and so
Really?
a lot of them work out of the space.
Merritt Island's a nice area.
It's a good place to grow up. Where are you from, Ray?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, okay.
But I've been here since I was 15.
Yeah.
But I'm all over the place. Like, I worked for the union. I was in Missouri. But I've been in Florida now for 7, 8 years straight up. I got a decent job,
Oh, good for you.
even though the union sucks down here.
Yeah, it's not the same. You say union here, and then you say union up north. You're talking 2 totally different animals.
Well, they don't back you up like they do. They'll take your money, but they don't back you up.
Yeah, so I'm in the police union here, and we just all kind of hang out and talk together. That's all. That's the only thing a police union means, but.
Yeah, it's totally different. 16 years ago, I was making $36 an hour.
Yeah.
Now here, the most I can make is $23.65.
Yeah. Now, are you like a master carpenter or
Yes.
Oh, very
I've
good.
been doing it for 22 years.
Good for you.
Like, I can look at something and say, this much, But,
That takes a special skill, because I don't have it. My dad was an engineer, and he could fix, brake. He could do everything, right?
Well,
I haven't done
was he a
it.
mechanical engineer?
Yeah, he's mechanical, but he also is pretty skilled as an electrician. So, yeah, my dad was a pretty bright guy.
Very, very intelligent.
Yeah, so, but now, do you own your own business, or how do you work that?
Well, I did at one time.
Yeah.
But that got to a point where it was getting ridiculous, It's hard to keep track of stuff like that.
Yeah, but
everybody wants.
You got a tax project and.
And I got in big time debt, like $70,000 in debt.
It's easy to do because you have one job going, and then you got to get money for this job,
and there's time frame and everything.
and that can kill you, you know. Yeah, my wife's family owned a roofing company for quite a while.
I like roofing. I like doing it. I actually fell from a roof.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm broken everywhere. I got metal all through my legs, and I was hit by a car for that one, but,
Oh, yeah.
but I fell 38 feet from a scaffold.
Yeah, that,
I mean, straight up broke
my
everything.
brother-in-law did the same thing.
20 feet will kill you. Shit.
Yeah, my brother-in-law fell off a ladder and broke his neck, but he was able, but it fortunately didn't, it broke it, but it didn't do anything to his spinal cord, so he, unfortunately, they life flighted him out, and they had all
So
that.
I got lucky there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Luckily I didn't break my neck, but I cracked my skull,
Sure.
busted all these teeth out to where it caused an infection. I mean, look at that.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
want $8,500 to.
Well, the teeth are expensive, man, they'll get you, yeah.
But I mean, I broke both arms, this leg's all metal,
Yeah.
you know, fake kneecap, pins here, plate here, you know.
That's hard, man, yeah.
And I'm hurting, you know, I hurt a lot.
Sure.
But I refuse, not just because you guys are police, but I don't like medication.
No,
You know, I've seen too many good people.
Yeah, go down with it.
You know, I'll deal with as much as I can. I mean, if I gotta take some bare aspirin or something, you know, usually I take like ibuprofen.
Yeah.
You know, that helps a lot.
Yeah, I've had 2 shoulder surgeries, didn't take anything with either except for ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Because I'm terrified of it.
Well, you go to the doctor and they're like, okay, here, let me write you 7 scripts. You know,
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't want none of that.
You get them in there, get kickbacks from the farm.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is,
Yeah.
definitely. You know, like I just seen you guys saying there that you guys are trying to get medication to be handed off, and then like the state's gonna sue this pharmaceutical company. I was like, oh yeah, because everywhere you go, there's people. I seen a girl the other day rolling around on the ground. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
It's a rack.
Oh, yeah, that pocket is nasty stuff.
What is flocka? I have no clue. I've never even heard of stuff. This girl's literally like doing somersaults in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, man, it's crazy. You know?
It's a crazy world right now. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. We appreciate you coming down.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you notice I got my recorder over there. It minimizes my use of the notepad or whatever. There's a camera somewhere here too. The room's are recorded as well. But so that's the way we can get on record without having to. You don't
My
have to write
note-taking
off.
ability, I can barely, my dad was brilliant, I can barely spell my name, so that kind of figures, you know, that we know what happened there.
And we're going to be asking a lot about timelines and stuff here, and so that also helps us to just be able to play back the video and say, okay, it was that time, yeah, with the here and there. So go on record at this time. I'm Special Agent McCormick with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. It's me.
Special Agent Manier.
Okay.
And again, we are at the Florida Department of Law Enforcement in Orlando today being April 29th, 2018, at approximately 1:58 p.m. This is a reference to Florida Department of Law Enforcement assisting the Mount Dora Police Department in a missing person investigation, the subject of which is Justis Garrett. Robert, can you state your full name for the record?
Robert Nixon Kern, Jr.
And your date of birth?
1/27/1979.
Okay, thank you. Once again, we appreciate you coming down today to help us out with this investigation. And just let us know that anytime if, for whatever reason, you realize you gotta go, whatever.
She just gotta go to
Yeah.
work.
Okay.
Because again, I'll be honest, the last interview ran longer than I thought it would, so if you all of a sudden realize that, hey, man, I gotta go.
But she just gotta be there by 3.
Yes, so we'll go as fast as we can.
We'll get you through.
Let's
All
get
right.
it.
So, I think there's no question was her whereabouts were known to, everybody knew where she was at on the 12th, April 12th, which was a Thursday of this month. So if you could just kind of go maybe the evening of the 12th and then just kind of take us around zero.
Let me start with this story. She was supposed to babysit for a family friend, her friend, Daniel's friend. She didn't want to. They got into an argument about it or whatever, you know, she didn't want to babysit. She wanted to go to her friends, the twins that I told you about.
Yeah.
The twins, like, when we were in New Smyrna, she was with them every day.
Yeah.
Come home from school, go right there.
Yeah.
So, you know, that all went down and everything, but everything seemed to be fine, you know, and I work a lot, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, sure.
So, but I ended up going, her parents went to the Carolinas, I believe it was, and she said, come over to the house, because she stays with her mother and father, stepfather. So I go over there, you know, and I stayed the night with her, and she was late for school. It was like 6:45, I believe, is when it was that, you know, she got up. And she called me, but I was sleeping on the couch, so, you know, and I'm like, what? She's like, I'm late for school. So Danielle knew I was there, sleeping when I got there.
Okay, yeah.
So I get there, you know, and everything the next morning. Danielle's awake. So, you know, she asked me to bring her to school. Well, we get in, it's probably, I'm not really positive. I mean, we tried to guess it around like 7:20 maybe, between then and 7:45. But I had only been to the school twice, you know, so took her over there, whatever. She told me, all right, drop me off right here. Class already started, you know, and I'll just walk to school or whatever. So I did. Next thing you know, I mean, we go throughout the day. I think she gets home like 2:40 or something like that, 2:45. 2:45 comes, she's not there. So I was in Sanford. She's like, well, what's going on? We got to go get the girls, you know, because she had to go to work. So I go down, you know, nothing. We wait, nothing.
Where was that at?
In Sorrento. She was in
At the school bus stop, or?
Yeah, I was at the school bus stop at first, and then I went and I picked up, and, you know, which is right in the same area, in the same neighborhood. Have you been out there?
Yeah, actually.
Right off Deal, right there on Westward Hall?
Yep.
Right there. So, you know, I go there, I'm like, what do you want me to do? And she's like, just take these. Well, then, when the babysit had a lot going on, she had to go to work, she was being held up. So I took them. We waited that night.
New Smyrna, Mission Inn?
Yeah, I was in New Smyrna. She works right there on Flagler Avenue. So I went there, you know, and when I came back, nothing, you know. So waited throughout the night, and I'm not too positive when Danielle actually called the Mount Dora Police Department, but I believe it was the next day. You know, she called them, you know, and asked them, you know, told them all the information. But at that night, we went to like every friend that we know, because we don't really know any of her friends in Mount Dora. She just started back at that school, you know, and through friends, you know, like we were talking about, oh, I seen her here, I seen her there, I seen her here, she's doing this. We could never find anything concrete.
Yeah.
Now lately, after passing out all these, you know, I mean, some people, you get the random person. I seen her the other day at the store. But I think you guys or somebody went to that store and checked.
Yeah.
You know, but last night, like I told you, one of the next door neighbors who knows her very well, he knows what she looks like, everything.
Yeah.
He said he's seen her on Enterprise Road down there.
That's what's Danielle.
But I mean, now it's been 2 weeks. You know, it's one thing. You know, you're out. You know, you want to party, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Come on. You know, let somebody know at least. But then she shared something on Facebook. I mean, you know.
Did she, like, what kind of partying did she do? I mean, all teenagers do.
As far as I'm not around a lot. You know?
Yeah, but
I mean, I've known Danielle for a long time.
Yeah, you
guys. But we've only been together since November. Like, got together. You know, she had a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
But I've never seen her do any kind of party.
Yeah.
Like, as far as I knew, I didn't even know she smoked marijuana, but I guess she does, you know. If you look at her Instagram, you can see that. But, to be honest with you, I thought one of the twins, the little one, was her girlfriend. You know, I mean, they're always together.
Yeah.
You know, and, I mean, but, I mean, to each their own, you know, I mean, I'm not prejudiced against anybody.
Sure, yeah, no.
But in turn, I guess she was talking to a boy, you know, and I mean, so we really don't know. Like, I mean, her mother knows a lot more than I do, you know, but I mean, I'm trying. Like, I know a bunch of kids in the area. I mean, my daughter went to school there and everything for a little while. She's in Kissimmee now, but you know, so I talked to them, and I've gone all through Hotel Avenue, and you know, I mean, it's just.
Oh, good. Every little bit helps. You never know what's going to be the one thing that's.
Well, I had a psychic the other night.
Oh.
It was in the trailer park right there.
Okay.
He's like, can I touch your hand? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, yeah. She's in this area. I'm just like, all right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your help.
Please tell me you didn't give me money.
Yeah.
Rob, now, you see, and I don't know the school or anything very well, and I apologize if you already did, but where exactly did you drop her off?
Okay, I don't know the school very well either, you know what I'm saying? I basically went on her direction, but I can show, like, let me, like, show you here. Like, I know that when I come up this road, say, the school's like here.
Yeah.
And there's a parking lot here, and like a building. you know, and then there's like numbered roads.
Yeah.
And it was like over here, you know, but the school, like Danielle keeps saying, oh no, the school had to be on your right, but I know that it wasn't.
Mhm.
You know, I know that, like, I seen the school was over here. This was the school.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the name of I think they're numbered roads.
Okay.
Because we had looked for houses in this area, all around that
Okay,
area.
yeah.
I don't know if it's like 11th or something like that. Whatever the road the school is on,
Yeah.
it is where she was dropped off. But as far as the number thing, like there's a little bench,
Yeah.
but you know, after me and her went over there, we see that there's like benches everywhere, you know. But it's like in this area, you know, like when I came up,
Yeah.
because here's Jeremiah's, here's the one road, and that little bar, restaurant, Jeremiah's is like here.
Yeah.
So it's this way, you know, and the school is off to the left.
Okay.
Like I tried to show Danielle.
Yeah, that helps me understand what.
Because I'm terrible with directions. I use GPS for everything.
Me too.
You know, I mean, I just don't, I'm not good with it. Even if I've been to a place 10 times,
Yeah.
I probably still, especially here in Orlando.
Yeah.
Like she just whipped all around here. I had no clue. You know, I mean, I knew where Robinson was, like I had seen it before, but
Now, when you're driving to school, what's she talking about?
not wanting to babysit.
Well, what exactly did she say to you about that?
She wanted to go to her friends. She's tired of, you know. And like I said, her mother is a great mother.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
But, you know, and she has a lot of opposition towards her mother. But that's a kid in general. I have a 14-year-old daughter of my own.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always been a babysitter. That's all I've ever been. You know, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to I keep getting volunteered to babysit. You know, I want to go.
So she's telling you this on the way to school?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, throughout the, yeah. Pretty much the whole ride. That's what we were talking about, you know. And here's the thing, like, her mother brings her to these twins' house, like, every weekend.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't, and I told her, I'm like, that's your mother. I said, you know, honey, you gotta realize, we need help right now. I'm working all over the place, your mother's working 6-7 days a week.
Yeah.
We need you to watch Haven, you
Yeah.
know? And, yeah, I know, but I've been a babysitter since I was 7 years old, and, you know, stuff like that. Never did I see her going anywhere, you know? I mean, she's a very quiet kid.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, most of the time she's either on her phone or doing homework or with them girls. You know?
Okay, so on the ride, did she mention anything else on the ride to school? Anything that you can think of?
No.
And this is, because like I say, this is the last contact that we know.
Yeah, no.
Anything you can think of?
Nothing, no.
Now, she said she had voiced displeasure. Did she make any mention about doing anything about it, or did she just say you were frustrated?
No, she just said that she didn't want to babysit, you know, and like I said, she had no indication that she wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I told Jody, you know, yeah, so, I mean, we just assumed. And she babysat for Jody many times. Jody has, like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 kids, I think.
Yeah.
They're all little. Plays with them and everything. And she don't have to do nothing. She goes there and sits there and watches them, you know, and no big deal. You know, but in the neighborhood, you know, like I said, I don't know if you guys checked it out, but them twins,
Yeah.
between the thing that she posted and the one twin, and then, you know, I mean, I don't know.
We've got more follow-up to do there.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of follow-up.
And,
Yeah, but, so you drop her off, did you see her go meet with anybody?
No, that's what her mother asked me too. I didn't see anybody. I mean, there was random kids walking down and through the, you know, the little gate thing, and because that whole, the side of that school, it's always like blocked off.
I know what you're talking about.
You know, they got the, you know, so, but there was kids out, but that was it. Like I said, had to be around like 7:30, 7:40 a.m., you know.
Okay, that helps.
That does help us a lot, yeah. Did she talk to anybody on the phone while you were driving?
No, I don't believe so. She was listening to music most of the time.
On her
She
phone?
always walks around with headphones in, even though half the time it's not even on.
Yeah.
You know, she is like the selfie queen.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll be driving in the car with us, and she's over in the seat like,
Yeah.
So she did have her phone? She was
oh yeah, she had her phone. She had her phone on her.
So she goes out, you don't see her meet up with anybody, she doesn't mention meeting up with anybody, she doesn't call anybody, as best she can remember, I know that, you know, doesn't call them. So what happens next? What do you do next?
I don't know. I really don't know what. What do I do next year?
What did you do?
Oh, I
From
went,
the school, where did you go?
I went back to, I believe I went to Sanford that day. I was in Sanford that day.
Okay,
Because Danielle was at work,
yeah.
but then I had to go to New Smyrna. Actually, I went to New Smyrna that day, I think.
You went to New
I ended up in New Smyrna, and I can't remember if I picked the job or not.
You had a job in New Smyrna?
No, I didn't have I was signing a contract with the guys that just bought a 21 unit, apartment complex.
Okay.
But everything's all screwed up. They got open permits and, you know, they have federal electric panels, which are
Old school.
illegal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, so, I mean, but,
So you met with those people, who's that?
their names are Gavin and Chris are their names. They're from Colorado. That's done now. That's,
Yeah.
you know,
Where did you meet them at?
well, they have an apartment complex in Port Orange, Ocean.
Okay.
Is
But
there some name?
I didn't meet them. They were in Colorado. I went to,
Oh, okay.
it was
I'm
a
sorry.
tenant. I actually did a water heater for a tenant
Oh,
there. Number 6, I think it is.
so you did a water heater still in Port Orange or New Smyrna?
And Port, no, that's Port Orange.
I'm sorry, I was up late last night, so, a water heater in Port Orange, okay.
That might have been Saturday though, guys. I think it was Friday though.
That's-
I know I ended up in New Smyrna for that Friday. You know,
Okay.
because I was at Danielle's job, and then afterwards we went over to the Friends or whatever. And she got off at like 9 something, I think that night, 10 with her.
Okay.
So I'm not positive, you know, but I mean, I know I was in that area. Yeah, I was in the New Smyrna area.
Okay.
About what time was that you were there?
Had to be maybe 11 o'clock. And then I ended up back at her job that night. I think I actually went to her job in the afternoon,
Okay.
like 3 o'clock.
And her being
Danielle's
job,
job
okay.
at Courtyard Grill.
Okay.
Is it a Flagler?
Yeah, right on Flagler. Right next to Clancy's.
Been there.
Good place.
It is.
Have you ever been there?
Yep, those dollars on the ceiling is mine.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't drink wine, but
Yeah.
Neither do I. I think that's pretty.
Well,
So,
yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So and I know you work all over a lot, and it's a lot to remember. So on Friday, you wound up in New Smyrna, probably 10 or 11 a.m.
yeah, I think I was in New Smyrna like 10 or 11.
Okay. And what was that?
It might have been a little later.
Okay.
I know that, like I said, I had the whole hot water heater thing going. I had a lady.
That was Port Orange, though, right?
Yeah, that's Port Orange. And then I had a lady with a catio. You know what that is? It's like a patio for a cat. It's like a little playroom. Yeah. A catio. And she had called me, and then I had another lady that wanted a deck, but that was Daytona. I didn't go there that day. I think I talked to her that day.
Port Orange, New Smyrna is a pretty decent drive, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right there. Port Orange is here, New Smyrna is, you know, the next town over.
Okay.
That's US 1.
Yeah.
And boom, boom, boom. Daytona, South Daytona. I might have went to the catio lady's house that day, but I don't think so.
Where's your house at?
That was in Daytona, South Daytona.
So
I was in Volusia County on Friday, definitely.
Yeah,
You
you're
know.
sure of that?
I'm sure of that.
Okay. So, from the high school, do you remember?
I think I went towards New Smyrna for the high school.
First.
I don't remember if I went to her job first, because she was working a double. She worked 11 to close.
11 a.m.
Yeah. So I don't know if I went to her job first or not. I might have.
Okay. And she's not calling at this time? She's not trying to reach out to anybody at this time? She's not?
No, we thought she was in school.
Everything's just, she's in
Yeah,
school.
everything was fine. We thought she was in school. Everything was good. We were just waiting for me to go back to Sereno and pick them both up and then take them to Jody's.
Yeah.
You know, so.
When did you make it back to Sorrento?
Oh, that's true. You're right. That had to be like 2:45.
Okay. And And so, and again, we're trying to nail down kind of when the first flag indicator of something not right is. So,
Right.
So that would be around
2:45.
2:45? Okay.
Because I think she gets off the bus right at 2:45.
Okay.
Okay.
And I went to, like I said, I went to the house. Nothing really wasn't there. You know, so I had it off until 3:40.
Okay.
But
So what did you do in this time when she's not on the bus? What happened?
waited. I waited. I mean, I let her mother know, you know, and then waited. And her mother's like, she's like, well, just wait a little while. And she's like,
Did you try to call her?
yeah, we blew her phone up, you know, messaged her, everything. No,
Yeah.
her phone was off.
Did you tell that when you called that it was,
Yeah,
it was already off by this time?
It goes straight to voicemail.
Okay.
You know, I called her mother called her grandmother called her, and it went straight to voicemail.
Okay.
And then after that, you know, the next days, I mean, we just searched everywhere. Any friend, her brother, he knows everybody in the town, you know, pretty much in New Smyrna. He's in Edgewater. He searched, you know, he started hitting people up. And there's this one kid, too, and I don't remember exactly what house it is, that I had dropped her off one day. And I believe his name is Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling Danielle this, too. You know, it's like,
Where's
you
he
know,
at?
he lives in New Smyrna, where the girls live.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you come, I say this is the girls' house, if you come down that road by the park, I believe it's Mary,
Okay.
it's like 2 or 3 streets down.
Which park is that?
I'm not sure the name of the park. It's right there in New Smyrna, the one right by the twins' house. Right where the officer lives, right there. They live at Jefferson Street.
Yep.
So, on the other side of the park, not Jefferson Street side, the other side, it's Mary.
Okay.
If you go down past there, I believe it's Spruce. It's like the 3rd house. You make a right, and it's the 3rd house on the left. We went to the door, nobody answered. But I've dropped her off there before to a kid named Jeremiah, because the twins weren't home. But nobody seems to know this kid named Jeremiah.
Okay.
You know, and I dropped her off there because she said, oh, the twins aren't here. Drop me off at my buddy Jeremiah's house.
We got a lot, like I say, a lot of follow-up to do out in that area.
Yeah.
So,
And Enterprise, I guess that's a big thing. Like, there's been like 3-4 people that have seen her walking down Enterprise.
Yeah. And
She has a friend there, but we know her father.
yeah.
You know, and he's like, no, she ain't here. She hasn't been here. I haven't seen her. Layla, I think her name's Layla. And he's like, Layla's been grounded.
Yeah.
You know, so. But there's other kids in that area. She has a lot of friends.
Yeah, it
you
seems
know.
like it.
You know, I mean, very smart, very quiet kid.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she really doesn't, you know, I never, like, even when I've known Danielle, like I said, for like 6 years, you know, I go hang out with them. She was with her boyfriend, and she'd just be sitting in the room, you know, I mean, doing homework or whatever. But, I mean, as she's gotten older, she got into smoking marijuana, you know, and I'm telling you, I thought she was lesbian. I thought she liked girls.
Yeah.
You know, no big deal. Hey,
Yeah.
you like what you like.
But we're just trying to understand it.
Right,
Help us
no doubt.
understand.
Had you ever found her with marijuana or pipes or anything? Or?
No, I never actually seen anything around her like that at all. I mean, I've seen pictures of her smoking blunts and stuff like that.
Where?
Videos. Instagram. Right on Instagram.
They all do.
They don't care anymore.
You know, and I'm like, wow. You know, but of course none of us are her friend on Instagram.
When did she post that, by the way?
Long time ago. I mean, not long time ago, but a couple months ago, actually.
Do you follow her on Instagram?
No, she don't let us follow her, you know.
How are you?
But my daughter.
Because I don't know, I know Facebook for a little, but I don't know Instagram.
Man, me neither, really, to be honest with you. Instagram's like weird, but it's not like Facebook with the timeline and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if you can post anything like that. Love pictures.
But you were able to view it as an
Yes,
outsider?
yeah, there's a video on there of her smoking.
Okay.
You know, but it looks like it might have been an old video.
Sure.
You know?
But I'm
not sure.
I'm trying to understand how that works. So,
Yeah.
so as you not being a follower of her, you could still see that, though?
My daughter follows her.
Oh, okay, there you go.
My daughter and her, you know, we all went to a resort down in Merritt Island, and, you know,
Yeah.
the old, what do you call it, Ron John's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, down there, and You know, they all hung out and everything, and I mean, she's a quiet kid, really. She don't really, but come to find out, she's really not around her friends, but around us, sure, she's quiet, you know, and, you know, I mean, she loves to eat, you know, but besides that, loves Chick-fil-A, loves McDonald's, you know, like the frappes and stuff like that, and, good student. You know, I mean, yeah, she goes and hangs out. Like I said, she's with the twins every day.
So how did you get along with her? I mean, it seems like you've had a lot of contact with her
seems like
years.
Great friends. I honestly believe that the little one was her girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because they're both lesbians.
Yeah.
You know, and I figured, you know, well, maybe this is her girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, and I used to joke with her mama about it. Oh, she went over to her girlfriend's house. Oh, no, it's not like that. I'm like, okay.
But you, as far as you getting along with him, it seems like you've known him a while. Seems you get along pretty well with her.
I get along with her. Great.
Yeah.
You know, she.
So she
like
might,
I said, I don't
would she confide something in you that she might not tell her mother?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't. She's very reserved.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she doesn't give no. She's not upfront, like, you know. I mean, she's not like bold like her mother is, or her brother is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Where do you think she is? What do you think happened?
I think that she wanted to go hang with the girls or whoever, and then after it got to a certain point, she was afraid to contact her mother.
Yeah.
Her mother, I don't know if you can tell by talking to her, but is a very tough woman. She's
had to be. She's raising kids.
Through a lot.
Yeah.
She had boyfriends that she had to put in jail because he beat the life out of her, you know. And so, you know, she's tough. You know, she don't take no shit. She's scary.
Yeah.
You know, but she's not violent from what I've seen, you know, or nothing like that. I've known her a long time, you know. Even though she did punch me in the mouth one time. You know, that was because of her boyfriend.
Well, you probably
I was holding her boyfriend. They were fighting.
Yeah.
They were at my house. I was holding her boyfriend like this, and she swung. He went like that. She still apologizes to this day.
But now, how do Justis and her mom get along?
They seem to get. I mean, again, they're not.
I don't know.
They're not together very much. You know, like, I mean, when they were, I mean, everything seemed fine. You know, I mean, common problems, you know, mother and daughter. But Daniel works a lot. You know, and most of the time it's just Devin, Justis, and Haven. You know, because Daniel's working, because Daniel was working 2 jobs at one time, full time, both jobs, you know, all the time.
Because from an outsider, it looks like she had at least a fair relationship. If she wanted to go somewhere, she would tell her, you know, that's what it seems like to us.
Yeah, as long as...
Is that accurate?
Yeah, as long as cared of.
Yeah.
That's all her mom cared about.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, there's lots of times, like, she wanted to be there, like, every day.
Yeah.
And you can't do, you know, she had school and stuff, you know, couldn't do that. And then I had to go one way, her mother had to go another way, you know, I mean, and we had to work, you know, so she had to do it. And she didn't like it, no, but, I mean, she never gave no indication that it was that big of a problem.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean.
Sorry.
No, that's I think all I have.
Can you think of anything else we might need to know about this, or anything because it's been, you've had 2 weeks now to sit and think about, is there anything that we need to know that are your thoughts on this, or that you can remember?
I believe, I'm sorry. Here's another thing, let me tell you guys.
Okay.
That Pamela Garrett is her father's mother.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
She doesn't even know her father.
Yeah.
He's in Orlando somewhere. But the fact that was shared, only her post was shared by Justis on Facebook, and then, you know, her knowing all the information and everything, you know, I thought maybe she went over there with them. She has a very close relationship with her father's sister.
Yeah.
In New York. But they're supposed to go on a cruise together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they were talking like every day. You know, so I thought maybe, you know, somewhere in there, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not that close to the situation, you know. I mean, me and Danielle have been together, like I said, and we've known each other for a long time. But even being together, we're both working everywhere. Sometimes I work overnight. Sometimes
you're a busy guy, yeah.
You know, I mean, so. Like, and I'm a union guy, so, like, they might call me up tomorrow, say we got a job in Fort Lauderdale, you know, but right now I'm not working for the union, I'm doing a non-union thing.
Well, you've been extremely helpful to us today. We're gonna be running on some leads today. There may be a point, maybe later this week, if we come up with something, because I seem like you've had a pretty good grasp of what's going on. Maybe we'll reach out to you again, I don't know. I just
Yeah,
wanna
definitely, please, if you
Yeah,
need
thank
you have any questions, give me a call.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like I did, you know, with the whole enterprise thing, I will definitely let you know.
Well, you've already been extremely helpful, and we appreciate it, so, yeah. Can you think of anything, Daryl?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Can you just raise your right hand for us? Robert, do you swear or affirm everything that you've told us today is the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, man, I appreciate it.
All right, guys, let me get this girl to work.
Yep, you gotta get, so, again, give us I think you have Daryl's number,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yep.
If you hear from her. I appreciate you coming. I realize you're tired, I get it. I'm tired too. I've been up almost 24 hours straight, you know. But there's some things that we had to clear up. First with Danielle, okay? And she cleared them up. We're great, you know. But there's a couple things we got to clear up with you because so we can move forward, we got to do it, okay? I realize it's an imposition for you. I respect, I'm trying to respect your time. But at this point, it's all about you. It's all about her. And we've got probably 50 agents and people in the field right now. And we're working on this. We're taking it as serious as we can be. So I appreciate you. I realize it's an imposition, but you've come in again. And hopefully, you know, just and I'll explain what happened with Danielle. We were able to clear that up and get past it, and everything's golden. You know, you see she's out. She's all good. But we figure we'll have a same conversation with you, get past it. There's just one or two issues we need to walk through with you.
Okay.
And then we'll pay. You know, then him and I are probably going to be working all night again anyway. So it's just the way it is. Have you had a chance to down any of that coffee?
Yeah, I've been drinking it. I drink coffee 24/7.
Yeah, me too. It's like I don't have very many vices, but that's one of them.
I'm like, you know, I'm always in pain.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, you got to deal with that.
Like, I don't sleep well.
Yeah, I
You
bet.
know, so, I mean, coffee, everybody's like, you drink so much coffee, but that don't matter at all.
Now, how many injuries? Now, you said you had a knee replacement, is that right?
I have a fake kneecap,
Yeah.
a rod from my knee to my ankle, 8 steel pins,
Yeah.
2 pins in my hip, a plate in my back.
Yeah.
My skull was cracked here, my skull was cracked here. Both sides of these ribs were broken, both arms were broken, this leg was broken. And believe it or not, and I try to tell everybody this, I mean, you can't even tell. You really can't. I mean, except for like the road rash, you know, like here's the screws right here. You can feel them and everything,
Yeah.
you know, but I don't feel that.
Yeah.
Like from this, like this much, I don't feel it at all.
Do you have arthritis in
But
that?
it don't look bad, I don't think. I mean, road rash, you know.
Do you get arthritis in it?
Oh, this leg
Yeah.
was just broken. Not as bad as this one. This one hurts way more.
I was just explaining to him pretty much what I appreciate him coming because of the imposition, but we cleared up the discrepancy with Danielle, and I'll tell you what it is when we get what it was, and we feel better about it now. It's like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. And the same thing we'd like to do with you. And again, you've been great. You've been very helpful in this investigation. I can tell that this is tearing you apart. You know,
Without a doubt.
yeah, this is a rough road for you, and I appreciate
Yeah, a lot
that.
of people were like, she don't seem very worried. She don't seem very worried. I'm like, you know, what do you want her to do? You
Yeah,
know?
she, just you and her have already shown. I mean, you're out delivering flyers, you're talking to people. You know, you guys are really
Yeah,
going
she's
over
relentless with them flyers.
and above.
She will pull in somebody's driveway to give them a
Okay.
flyer.
But I've got to ask you, how far are you willing to go to help us find
Let's
justice?
go, all the way.
Okay. There's a reason I asked you for that. I'm going to ask you to do a hard thing for us today, if that's okay.
Have a what?
I'm going to ask you to do a hard thing. Not a hard thing, actually, because we did the same thing yesterday. Okay, I want to have a conversation with you.
Okay.
But to do that, this is going to be a formal statement, okay? Yesterday was a little informal.
Mhm.
We're trying to figure things out, get to know you a little bit, get to know Danielle and the situation, because we're coming in late. and just trying to figure out the
Right,
same
yeah,
amount
you
that
guys
we're trying to do that.
Working off of everybody else's.
Yeah, but we're asking you if we could get a formal statement from you today.
Yeah,
Okay, that would be helpful. Do you want?
So, what we gotta kick off with, we've done the same thing with Danielle, is Miranda, all right? Pretty sure you know what Miranda is, by the time of your life and everything else like that, and you obviously know that it does not mean that you're under arrest, okay?
And for the just so you know, did you hear what I said? You're not under arrest, okay? But we have a formal statement. We want to make sure that we cover
Whatever you
everything.
guys gotta do with it.
Right.
I appreciate it, brother. That helps.
And again, and Mark kind of alluded to it, but, I had to ask some hard questions to Danielle, like, hey, here in your statement, it says that you and him dropped her off, but that's not what you said later on. Which is it, this and that, okay? Does that make sense?
First statement says that she went with you when she drove.
Yeah, she did.
Right,
She did say that.
And she told us she didn't tell the truth on that. She was really honest and
I don't know why she said that.
Right.
Well, but she told us, and we're all good.
So
as
we're
long
good
as
with
we
that,
can answer it, we're good.
Right, so, that's why we're very, like you said, very formal today, all right?
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask some dry questions like that for you also.
Absolutely.
All right.
Whatever you gotta do.
So kicking off, before we get started, can you read the 5 bullets there? Out loud.
I already know what it says.
I know.
Oh, you want me to read out loud?
Yeah. Again, it's like for the record, we're on the record,
You
everything.
want me to read everything?
No,
Just the number?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to call or obtain an attorney at this time and have one present now or at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney and you want one before or at any time during questioning, one will be provided for you. If you decide to answer questions now, you have the right to stop answering at any time during questioning. I have read the above statement and fully understand what my rights are.
Okay.
All right. Can you give me a signature there?
What is it? 4:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh, I totally forgot.
Can you sign with this for me?
Yeah.
So my pen? No, I thought you lifted my pen, man.
Here's a pen.
Yeah.
I got you.
You're gonna need that again in a second, though. The bottom part. Okay. So, basically, waiver of your rights means that, you, will talk to us today.
Read it again.
Yeah, if you want to read one paragraph, that's fine.
And read it out loud, I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have carefully read the above information concerning my constitutional rights, and I fully understand what my rights are. Knowing these rights, I am willing to make a statement at this time and answer questions posed to me without the presence of an attorney. I have made this decision knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily. No promises, threats, or inducements of any kind have been made to me, nor has any pressure or coercion been used against me in order to obtain my statement or to persuade me to answer questions.
Do you agree with that statement?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sign there. All right, thank you.
So I understand that, that you worked how many hours today?
Absolutely.
You got a new job? I guess
Yes,
new job.
I got a new
What happened with that?
Good. I'm working on it.
Oh, is it like a residential?
Well, it's a Good Samaritan. It's like,
They're like
I don't want to,
homes.
not like a convalescent home,
Yeah.
but like older people.
Yeah.
Where I mean, they're apartments, I guess you would say, huge. I mean, and all I'm doing is trim carpentry.
Okay.
All the trim.
Now, what is trim carpentry?
Trim carpentry is, like baseboard, but wood.
Okay.
You guys got all metal, but
Yeah.
like to trim around the doors, crown molding, you know what crown molding is?
Yeah.
Crown molding, base, trim around the doors. There's one called poplar, that's the wider stuff, the ridges.
Yeah.
And then there's just regular trim.
Is that kind of like your specialty? I mean, is that what you do?
Well, the first 6 years I was in construction, I was a finish carpenter.
Yeah.
That's all I did. But after that, I got into, I'm a framer, really.
Yeah.
14, 15 years now I've done framing.
Okay.
Wood, metal, it don't matter, anything.
Yeah.
I don't really care for poly resin or fiberglass,
Okay,
all
yeah.
that stuff. But I'll do it. I'll do anything.
Yeah.
I can do anything. I don't like plumbing. I will try not to do plumbing as much, unless it's brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, I bought my first wife, we bought a house in Alabama, built in Alabama.
Yeah.
It was built in 1889. Humongous.
Yeah.
We got it for $23,000.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
It was messed up.
Yeah.
I went in and redid it, had one bathroom. Right? Get in there and open them pipes. The most disgusting thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was
That's 100 years of nasty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, the place had 51 rooms, I think it was, total.
Yeah.
Like the 2 levels and everything. But not bedrooms, you know, like 10 of them were bedrooms. But like sitting rooms, everything. One bathroom. One bathroom. And it actually had slave quarters in the backyard.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But they were, it was like through the 50s and 60s, they changed them into like little sheds.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. Well,
I mean, it was kind of creepy, really. But,
Yeah, that's a little strange.
but we made $295,000 off of it.
Well,
Right
that's
on.
horrible.
I redid the whole thing. I probably put 60 into it,
Yeah.
you know. But still, we made a good profit.
Oh,
She
good
made a
for you.
good profit.
All right, well,
So yesterday, you know, we talked about the timeline and kind of went through chain of events and everything. And just like the statement that you know, Danielle had made initially, you know, we had to clear some things up. There's some similarly, you know, with what we learned from you, there's some things we have to clear up with you as well.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt you or anything, but I hope I don't creep you guys out. I'm deaf in this ear.
oh, no.
If I stare at you, I'm basically reading your
Well,
lips.
if you don't understand anything
I
I
hear
say.
you just fine.
All right, I'll.
You're a little bit low. I
Okay.
mean, I read your lips just fine.
Okay. If any time you don't understand exactly, you know, what I'm asking you or saying to you, just let me know.
Okay.
And I'll let you, okay? So just like with, you know, with her original testimony, there's some facts that we know are different than what was said. Does that make sense? And we need to clear that up.
Okay.
So, again, number one goal here is finding, so we have to make sure everything from here on out is accurate, okay?
Right.
So, when you took her to school that morning, can you kind of take me through, and I think we went over this a little bit, but I'm not sure, and I even played our interview back a little bit today and was watching it to try to make sure I asked you that I wouldn't have any superfluous questions for you.
Okay.
So, so you were in the Blue Explorer?
The one?
Were you driving your
Yes,
Explorer?
Blue Explorer.
Okay. So, is anybody else in the vehicle? Just you two?
Just me.
Okay. What route did you take from the house to the school?
Okay, so there's a road. That's what I'm trying to explain to Danielle. When you come off, say here's her parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Like I drew you guys on the thing.
Yeah.
Here's her parents' house. When you come down Westward Ho,
Mm-hmm.
you come out Deal Drive
Mm-hmm.
to get onto
46.
437 or 435.
435, sir.
435. You go right.
You went right.
When that bend goes like this, instead of going around that bend, go straight down that road. I don't know the name of it.
Okay.
It's right there, you know, you go, instead of going around the bend, you just go right down, you know, off the 435, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Follow that all the way down, you know, it goes down, and comes to, I believe, whatever that road Jeremiah's is on.
Highland Street. It's at the corner of 5th Avenue and Highland Street.
Okay, 5th Avenue, okay, like I said, I thought it was a number.
Yeah.
Well, we went straight to the number, we stayed on a number. And then when you come out, at the end of that number, the school's over there.
Mm-hmm.
But like if I was to turn left, the school would have been on my right. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if I was to come from Jeremiah's this way, the school is on your left. The first time I went, the school was on my left.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Danielle's like, no, the school should be on your right. You know what I'm saying? Well, when we went down the numbered street, the school was on my left, this way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we were this way.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the school.
Okay.
Like I'm here, the school's here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little building and a parking lot right here or whatever. Well, we went this way.
Excuse me.
And then there was a numbered street.
Yep,
Right.
7th Avenue, I believe it is.
Yep.
7th?
Mhm.
Maybe,
So-
I don't know.
I
I was thinking
think,
11, really.
Okay. Well, the school's located, its address is actually 700 North Highland. So it's in the 700 block of Highland Street. So 11th would be the 1100 block. So your 4 blocks away from the
I don't
school.
think it was that.
I don't even believe you can see the school.
No, it was like this, boom, boom. No,
So the first time that you went, it was 7:25 a.m. around there?
I believe so, it was
Okay.
7:25.
And the second time you went, what time of day was that?
I don't know, honestly don't know what time it could have been. Maybe 10, 11, 9, 10,
Okay.
maybe, I mean, you mean when I picked up the girls?
You said you went 2 times. I was just trying to.
Yeah, I picked up Haven, but that was at the bus stop.
At 9 or 10 a.m.?
Huh?
At 9 or 10 a.m.?
No, that was way back when. I didn't leave Mount Dora until, or Sorrento, I guess you would call it,
Mm-hmm.
probably like 9 or 10 a.m., I think it was. I'm not too positive, and then I came back. I came to Volusia County, because I was going to do a hot water heater, and me and Danielle already figured that out. I did not do the hot water heater, because they didn't pay me. I had gone there a couple times before that, and Friday I was supposed to go do the hot water heater, but I didn't, because they didn't pay me, and I never did finish it. I didn't do that.
Did you talk to anybody when you were there?
Well, the tenant was there. There's 2 guys, the guys that own the place, they live in Colorado.
Right,
Yeah.
I remember that.
So, I mean,
So you have their number, or who did you talk to there? That's the
the tenant there is number 6,
number 6. Do you know the street address or anything, or
Ocean.
Ocean? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So you didn't leave Mount Dora until 9 or 10 a.m.? Do I have that
I
right?
don't think I actually left Sorrento area until like 9 or 10, maybe.
So you're at the school around 7:25 a.m., dropping her off. You send a text to Danielle, hey, I dropped her off, I love you, have a good day. From 7:29 to about 9 a.m.
I think I was at Circle K. I went to 7-Eleven,
Okay.
All right, where's that 7-Eleven?
and I got coffee. I drink coffee 24/7.
Sure,
And I believe,
And that someone's located on what roads? Is it in Mount Dora?
yeah, it's in Mount Dora.
Okay.
I think that road is
Is it near,
441 maybe?
right. And I'm envisioning what I know about Mount
I
Dora.
wish I had a map.
But I do know of a 7-Eleven, there's a couple 7-Elevens in Mount Dora. I just want to make sure that I have the
There's
right
a
one.
7-Eleven here, and I believe this is a Circle K or a Kangaroo right here.
There's a 7-Eleven right next to a racetrack, and that's on Wolf Branch Road.
Here's one, here's the other.
Mhm.
And I go to that 7-Eleven. Because we've been looking for houses in that area and everything, We go a lot of different places,
Yeah,
but.
Anybody else here knock at the door? Did anybody else just hear a knock at the door that really weird?
No.
noise of buzz? Oh, okay, I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, but, I mean,
So,
I believe that's where I went, 7-Eleven, I assume. I think I got cigarettes and coffee. No matter where I go, I stop and get coffee.
yeah.
If this cup is empty, I go somewhere to get a new one.
okay.
Always. Every day.
What if I told you the Mount Dora PD pulled that video for us, and we can't find even a blue Explorer during that time frame? What if I told you that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I know which direction I went in, but I don't know the proper.
Okay, here.
I mean, do you remember, and I'm just trying to understand and kind of play like a movie in my head. It's about an hour and a half of time that you're in Mount Dora. I mean,
I don't know.
and we're trying to be as accurate as we can.
I understand. Like I said, I'm not positive, but I might have stopped at 7-Eleven. I'm sure I did, to get coffee.
Did you use your debit card or credit card? Maybe that's in cash?
Oh, okay.
No, I was gonna say.
But, again, I don't know what time it is. I probably played a couple of scratch-offs. I'm a scratch-off guy.
Me too.
I love crosswords.
I was just going.
I like the $10 crossword. But, and I play a lot, I'm a gambler. I'm a bad gambler, I gamble.
Are there any good ones?
Yeah.
Really? At some point,
I'll end up, at the end of the day, have a stack of scratch-offs like this.
okay?
And
At the end of the day, it's always gonna be you, yeah.
And so you look at all the beautiful casinos and stuff, those places aren't built on winter.
I've been to most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to a lot.
Those multi-million jackpots aren't raised.
I've won a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, I've won a lot of money. I won $30,000 in Vegas. I won $17,000 in Atlantic City. I like Texas Hold'em. I play Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
Here at dog track in Daytona, I won $1,000 here, $2,000 here, $3,000 there. Sometimes I play the tournaments, but I like the tables, you know. Now they got all kinds of crazy stuff in there. High flush, this, and everything, ultimate Texas Hold'em, blah, blah, blah. You know,
So, I'm sorry, Mark, did you have?
I was just gonna go back to, we're kind of dancing around a little bit. It feels uncomfortable.
I understand.
You see what I'm saying? It feels a little
That's
uncomfortable.
what I mean, like I said, you know, me and Daniel were talking about
I wanted to give you, the best opportunity I could to kind of clear things up.
We're kind of dancing around a little bit, and it's just awkward. You seem like you're a really good guy, okay? You're a guy who steps in there when Danielle's having issues, and you've given her money.
Trying to help
She's
as much
told
as
us,
I
you tried to help with the kids, you take them to school, you do all these kind of things for her while you're in pain. You know, you have pain, you have your own struggles.
Yeah.
You barely have enough money to keep you going, but yet you'll do.
I'm actually homeless right now, guys.
And we know that, okay?
Yeah, I don't.
And that's why, please understand when we say this, but we're all kind of dancing around with something yesterday, or that on the day of the event. What you said about stopping there at that time, anywhere in Mount Dora, we know is not true. And so, instead of us dancing around and doing all that kind of stuff, I just want you to take half a second and think about it, because there's a couple things that you've said during the day that it's not like, well, it could be misunderstood. It's just not true. There's a difference. And I want to make sure that we can clean those up and understand why. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Oh, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Honestly, like I said, I really, I do so much things, you know.
Oh, you're a busy
I'm
guy.
trying to get all kinds of work. I'm trying to, do this and that.
That's true, but
Looking for houses, and I don't remember.
Bobby, what he's talking about is, this isn't just like this. Maybe I didn't remember something right or whatever. We're talking apples to oranges here. We're talking completely different. What you said is not just a little untrue, or maybe you're at 7-Eleven, but actually you were down at Circle K a ways down the road. No.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying to me.
When you told us those things, they are not true, and we can prove it. That your early morning accounting of what happened isn't accurate, and we want to understand why. I just want to understand.
I don't know.
Just like Danielle was able to tell us why she fibbed a little on her statement, was because she didn't want to implicate you in driving with suspended license, and we can understand that. But here I've got a missing teenager, and the last person to have seen her is telling us things that are not true. Do you see how that concerns us as investigators?
I understand.
So we need to clear this up right now.
Can I run something by you real quick? Okay. You're close with this family. Okay, you're close. Okay. Let me just run something by you, and you tell me if it seems like it could be possible. Okay? Let's say in the car with you, and she just doesn't want to go to school. Okay? You're her friend, and she looks at you and says, you know what? I just really don't want to go to school today. Now, perhaps she asks you to take her somewhere else. Okay? Perhaps you do this. Okay? And perhaps now that, in hindsight, just trying to do the right thing and be a good guy, she's a kid. She can miss a stinking day of school, right?
Right.
And perhaps what we're talking about in this is maybe something happened, and now in hindsight you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. But maybe she asked you to take her somewhere else, and you were afraid to tell us that. Now that would make sense of what we're looking at. Okay, that would make sense on some of the things that we know. So I'm running that by you, and you're shaking your head yes.
Okay. She didn't go to school that day.
Okay.
Was that all?
All right, well, that's a good, there you go.
I dropped her off around the corner.
Okay.
Somebody was supposed to come get her.
Okay, who was somebody?
I don't know, a friend.
Did she say anything about this friend?
She said a friend was gonna come get her.
Okay.
She didn't wanna go to school, she didn't wanna babysit. You know, but I mean, after the fact, I was like, oh my God. You
I'm
know?
sure. Sure.
So
And after the fact, now you're like, oh my goodness, she hasn't showed up, she's not
Yeah.
doing this.
I thought maybe she would go to school, you know, if, you know, maybe she hung out with a friend and maybe she'd go to school.
Yeah. First of all, Bobby, thank you for, because that helps us a lot. And I know you've probably been holding that in for a while, haven't you?
Yes.
I bet it's kind of been bothering you. Am I wrong?
No, not wrong at all.
And I bet it's probably keeping you up late at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stress in that.
Especially now that it's been so long, you know,
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened, you know,
Right.
where she went or nothing.
Exactly. Well, thank you for
I
doing that.
didn't even know who she went with.
Because Bobby, I'm gonna share with you something. We already knew.
We went.
We already knew what you just told us. We at least knew.
That it didn't happen the way.
Correct. Okay. So, and I'm gonna ask you something here, and I'm gonna ask you to kind of track with me on this. 99, not all, about 95% of the questions that we ask you, many times we already know the answer to.
Right.
Okay, but because, and we're just trying to vet you and see where you are.
Mhm.
And you've got a long way to, you know, we talked about on the way, you've got a long way to help that. Now, around the corner, you say around the corner, where was that?
Deal.
Deal?
Yeah, like right when you go down off of out of their house and come down this way where that road is right there.
Yeah.
I believe that's Deal, actually. I don't know. Like, I think that little cutoff right there is
Sure.
Deal, right?
Okay.
But I know when you go around this way, that's Deal too, so.
Now, when you dropped her off, what did where was it, in front of a house? Where was it?
No, right there on the corner.
Right on the corner.
She said her friend was coming. Where the bus stop actually is normally, you know, where the bus comes.
Okay.
You know.
So she says a friend's coming. Now, I asked you yesterday, did she make any phone calls while you're having that conversation?
I don't know. I mean, I've never really seen her make any calls.
But she had her phone with her?
Yeah, she talks on like Instagram and stuff like that.
Okay.
As far as calls, I've never even ever seen her make a phone call.
Okay, so now that we've got past that, what did you do for the rest of your day?
Like I said, I mean, as far as the rest of it, I know I had a catio. The hot water heater, I know I didn't do actually because I talked to them. You know,
Did you go there though? You didn't?
No, I don't think I went there. I don't think I went to Port Orange at all. I actually went to DeLand, and I ended up in New Smyrna Beach, I believe.
Okay.
And Daytona. I might have went to Daytona, but I don't think so. I think that was Saturday.
Where did you go into land?
That was another job.
Was it like a commercial job? Or?
Well, no, it was like what I do is I go on like Craigslist.
Yeah.
Or Marketplace, or any of them little things, and people put on there, oh, I'm looking for this to be built, or I need shingles on my, you know, and I contact them all.
Yeah.
You know, and what I do is, you know, I talk to them, oh, let me come look at it, this, that, the other thing. So, I mean, like I said, I had a deck for one lady, she wanted a deck in her backyard.
Okay. Is this in DeLand?
I think that one
Or was it in New Smyrna?
Daytona.
Daytona, okay.
The catio was in DeLand.
Yeah.
There was another deck, but built onto the house. That was in Daytona too, I believe. Or that might have been Altamont Springs, Derbyshire.
Yeah.
Derbyshire. So I think that's Altamont Springs actually. That one was, but I didn't go there. I know I didn't go there. And then the hot water heater, but I didn't do it because the guys didn't pay me for what I did do, and they never contacted me back.
Okay.
They never. Even Danielle even called them and they didn't answer.
Okay.
You know, and after that, like I said, I think I went to New Smyrna, and then I ended up waiting, and then I ended up bringing Danielle.
Okay.
To the job.
I really appreciate you coming off that. Does you feel better now that you
Yes,
found that cut off?
I do.
Okay. Now.
I just hate to bring it to her mother.
Oh, go ahead. All right. I want to be there with you, and I'm trying to be there with you, Pop, because I do. I think I see the guy you are. Okay. The man who steps up, helps people, does all these things.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've taken care of many children that are not mine.
Yeah, exactly.
But biology don't mean nothing to me.
But in doing that, you know, you got close to this family, you've done all those things. the difficulty again, do you remember when I told you that when I ask you a question, I generally know the answer? Not always, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't always know. But what you told me, I know she didn't go to school, I know you didn't drop her off there, you're 100%, you're good, golden, okay? But you didn't drop her off at Deal either. She had suggested you go somewhere further away than Deal.
No, it was right around the corner.
Okay, well, I want to be there with you, and again, there's a reason I say this, I'm not just saying, oh, let me pluck things out of the air, let me do this, Bobby.
He's just discussing facts, Bobby. He's not trying to give you a hard time.
I'm not trying to give you grief.
I mean, and the facts are what they are.
And I need you to track with me on this, I'm not trying to give you grief.
The facts have come out.
The facts are pretty good, and I'll get to them with you, and I'll share with you. I'll share you why I know what I know. And why I know where we're going, you know, as far as that there's more information I think you can help us out with. Okay? She didn't get dropped off around the corner. That's fine, I know that, okay? You've come off, you've been great, you've already told us that, you know, you didn't take her to school, and I was so glad you said that because we already knew. And I did want to see you get swirled up, okay? So the problem is I think you're still a little nervous. There's still a little bit more that, you know, you didn't take her to, you went farther with her than Deal, okay? And I don't know why. I can't tell you why. I'm not psychic. I can't sit there and say, oh, you know, because of this, because of that. So I can only have theories, okay? One of those theories is you'd already told us a little bit in your own interview how she had voiced displeasure about not wanting to babysit. She wanted to do this, you know, and with
Danielle echoed that.
Yeah, Danielle shared that with us, your text message. So when you texted Danielle at 7:25 and said she's been dropped off at school, that wasn't accurate, was it?
No.
No, that was. Now, why did you give Danielle that text then?
Just to let her, you know, I mean, she wasn't going to school, period.
Yeah.
Just, you know, cover for her, I guess. You know.
So you're saying you dropped her off at Deal and she had her phone with her, okay?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, she normally does.
Yeah. Where on Deal? I don't know Deal, I don't know Mount
Yeah,
Deal.
it's like I said, when you come out of the house,
Yeah.
you come this way around, and then there's a little place where you come out and you're on 435 this way.
Okay.
It's very near.
Do you know where it is? Because I don't have a stinking clue.
It's in Sorrento, very near to Westward Ho and their residence and everything like that.
Okay.
Like, yeah, because if you're coming down 435, you turn right onto that. I don't know if that is Deal.
All right.
I know Deal is right there. I know Deal, like if you go this way, it's Deal.
Slide over here for a
So,
second.
I mean.
Sorry if I slide over here and have you draw it for me so I can see it. My handwriting's horrible, so if you try to read my notes, good luck. If you read them, let me know what they say,
Okay.
because I don't.
So say this is her parents' house.
Yeah.
This is Westward Ho. Here's 435. When you come down Westward Ho, you go like this, it goes around and like that. Well, right here, there's a road. And I believe, like, if you go this way, it's Westward Ho, and I think if you go that way, it's Deal. Let's say Deal here, and then Westward Ho. But this comes out, and this is 435.
Okay.
If you go this way, it's 46, and if you go this way, it goes around the bend. I don't even know what the name of that is. I think that stays 435.
Okay. Again, I appreciate you giving me a little bit more understanding here. But do you understand where my concern is? I mean, you're an intelligent guy.
Yeah.
Okay, do you understand that when, you know, we're talking about a missing teen?
No.
And, you know, Danielle didn't tell us, she fudged a little bit with us too. We cleared it up. All right, and we get it, we understand why. Yours is a little bit different because a little more. We probably should have known this a couple of days ago. Is that fair?
No.
I mean, I'm not being mean to you, I'm just telling you. And honestly, it would have helped us out a little bit. But then we discovered that it was true. Well, we knew that you never got anywhere near the school. It's not like you were like, not a little close, you were never got anywhere near the school. Okay, I know this to be true, and you got to trust me on that. Okay. I also know some other things, but instead of me telling things about you, I'd sure like to hear, there's one or two areas that I still have left that I'm concerned with, but I don't want to feed them to you. I would just like you say, okay, detective, you know, And again, we've already covered the fact that you weren't completely truthful with us in the beginning. I'm good with it. Okay, whatever. That's fine, because we're moving forward, okay? But I don't want us to be stuck in a rut today where you're, you know, if I show you maybe one or two more areas where I know you weren't truthful to me on that day, that doesn't help anyone, Bobby. And it doesn't help our investigation to find you, okay? So what I'm asking you, and what I'm saying is that guy is in here who takes care of this family and all that, I need you to step up, okay?
I don't know what more I can tell you.
Okay, well, let me give you just maybe a little thumbnail sketch, and we can figure it out. Are you good with me going there?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places to go, so you go ahead, pick one and go there.
All right,
Because, I mean,
again, let me run a theme by you, okay? This is me saying something that maybe happened, maybe didn't. You can confirm it, or just like you did with this, which I appreciate, okay? Again, she gets in the car, you have that conversation, she doesn't want to go to school. We get that. You care about her, okay? You don't want to see her hurting, you don't want to see her and mom fighting, you don't want to see this. But she asks you to take in, you go with her a lot farther than what you're telling me here.
again, we know that there is no ambiguity.
Okay, I think, you know,
Okay, well, Bobby, hang on.
I think we need I need a lawyer if this is the case.
Okay,
Yeah, because, you know,
okay,
no.
all right. Well, give me a minute, and then we'll work on it, okay? How's that? All right, we're gonna take a break, and then we'll come back and have a chat with you.
Do you have one?
No.
Okay.
We'll be in just 1 minute. Are you good? Are you out of coffee yet, or what?
No,
All right, I'll be with you in 1 minute. Thank you.
I was like, what you knocking on the door
Well,
for?
give me a minute, we'll get you out of here, okay? In the meantime, do you have your phone with you?
Yep.
All right, can I see it? Okay. Given everything going on, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to seize this. Okay, this is evidence. We'll give you a receipt for it, we'll do all that. I'll explain it to you, and then we'll get you on your way, okay? All right, have a seat. All right.
That's the only phone you have?
Huh?
Is that your only phone? That's the phone that we talk on and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We'll leave this open as, so not watching.